You, as a board member, only too well, I imagine, understand the costs associated with bringing in someone to speak, especially someone as high profile as President Bush. He spoke at this event from a couple of years ago that paid him $100,000, and I read that you have perceived that as a slap in the face. Can you tell me why?
Well, yes, I can, Brooke, and with the fact that President Bush was down there helping us raise money, that's terrific. What I don't agree with, though, however, is the fact that he accepted a $100,000 payment, which they describe as a discounted honorarium. I understand that he's in great demand, but as commander-in-chief, you've got to put some things as priority before money and before payment, and that's the fact that you are ultimately our commander-in-chief and our leader, and we expect our leaders to lead from the front, and I just see it as a bad judgment call. I would never ask my Marines that I served with or that I ordered to, go into a house, for example, if they were to be injured. I wouldn't ask them to pay me to come raise money for them to help them out, and that's just one thing I may disagree with about President Bush's actions with this organization, but bigger than that and beyond that is the fact that veterans in general around the country are being exploited and monetized and objectified by these nonprofit organizations that are operating under the guise of caring. And in particular, in my case and dozens of other veterans, the organization helpingahero.org and the chairman and founder Meredith Eiler have contributed greatly to adding stress and taking advantage of us and causing many hardships, and not just my story, but many other veterans can testify to that.
I'm sorry that that's happening to you all, and I'm glad you're speaking up and out about it. With regard to the president, you mentioned this discounted speech, and you're right. Apparently he did cut his fee for this group to speak down from $250,000 down to $100,000. Not to mention that the head of this group said that he did help raise record funds for several years. Does that, in your mind, does that account for something for the president?
Well, it's great that just his name by itself was able to raise money for the organization and his presence, but what I disagree with, and I know a lot of people justify the actions of paying the president, with the fact that they were able to raise a certain dollar amount of money, but that's a moot point. The point here is that a leader should not charge to speak on behalf of the men that he sent into combat at any level, let alone the commander-in-chief. And I don't mean to bash President Bush. I've met him before. I personally like the man. I may not agree with everything that went down in his presidency, but my job was to be a Marine, and I love that job, and I consider it an honor to have served under him as commander-in-chief.